It's your boy Mark Goodman, a.k.a. the voice box of the block. I'm back with another one. I'm super, super duper excited to be here, man. I came all the way down the road from Greenville, and I'm excited to be here. But first, before I get started, I got to talk about the pop-up, June 10th. It's a celebration. Centerville, Fairview Road, 680 Fairview Road. We're going to have 20 vendors. We're going to have kids painting. It's a family affair. We got a wonderful candle line. We got wonderful skincare. It's gonna be amazing. Please join us, man. You will not miss it. The Good Guy will be there with Gigi. She's coming to join me. We're gonna chop it up. We're gonna be talking about crazy things. You might need to keep your kids away from us in our setting. Just keep the face painting. But anyway, please join us. It's going down in a major way. But other than that, I'm in the Man Cave. I'm with the owner. I'm excited. What's happening?
Hey, I'm excited too. Thank you for being here.
Listen. I apologize first and foremost. Traffic was crazy.
Yeah, they was late, but I don't point no fingers. I know how people are. It's cool.
Thank you. But
You are very welcome. Thank
can you please tell the viewers who you are and what you do, your services, and some of the services that you provide?
My name is Shana Soberanis. That last name is Mexican, Belizean, Panamanian, something. And my father was born and raised in Panama. But just in case anybody was wondering, what kind of black person has a last name like that? Me. Part Mexican. Anyway, I own the Man Cave Nailcare for Gentlemen here in Spartanburg, South Carolina. I am originally from Charleston, South Carolina, Chucktown. So I'm a Geechee.
So you up here. So what made you move to Spartanburg?
Actually, I moved from Charleston about 16 years ago. I moved to Charlotte for a year, then I lived in Fort Mill for 3 years, and then I moved to York, South Carolina. I lived there for 8 years, and I came here to buy a house. Well, I needed to buy a house and ended up buying it here in Spartanburg, and I've been here for 6 years now.
I don't want to get off subject, but is the house market better up here versus where you originally living from?
Charleston?
Yeah, Charleston.
It's definitely cheaper.
Cheaper what? It's cheaper?
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. Charleston is ridiculous right now.
Good. I'm pretty sure it is. First the labor and probably the wood probably high here right now.
Yeah, well, everywhere is. This is not a buyer's market. I repeat, not a buyer's market.
Some of the builders are
seller, yes. Buyer, not so much.
Some of the builders actually have stopped building because of the price of the lumber.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's going high. But anyway, that's another stuff. Yeah. Let's talk about why we're here.
Okay.
Let's talk about the Man Cave. And this great location, man. If this is where I need to be, because it don't even feel like a nail and spa situation.
Exactly.
It doesn't even feel like I just feel like I'm chilling, laid back. Mm-hmm. So just tell the viewers some of the services that if they come and get a appointment, what kind of services they will get. Because you got different packages as well.
I do. Okay, so
ages too, because I saw the ages. Yes.
Sure. So I service males ages 13 and up. Males only. No girls. No women. Males only, 13 and up. Sorry, ladies. And I provide pedicures and manicures for wellness and hygiene purposes only. So it's not about cosmetics or anything. I want men to feel comfortable when they walk through that door. There's something in here that they're going to like. The pool table, the atmosphere, the color of the room. There's something on the wall, something that they're actually going to like, they're going to be able to relate to.
And as when they get whatever services that is provided for them, I see alcohol beverages are available as well. Can you talk about that?
Yes. So here at the Man Cave, I want everybody to feel comfortable, like I said. So you walk through the door, I greet you. This is the tuxedo room. By the way, tuxedo room is black and white.
Nice.
I call it, this is the lounge area. So when you come in, typically, you've already selected your the things that you want. So I'll ask you for what kind of drink do you want? Water, soda, alcohol, any kind of alcohol. beer, wine. I have some spirits in here. So you get your choice of a drink.
Right.
Your music, whatever genre you like, it'll be
I
playing.
thought that was dope when you said that. Like, whatever music you want to play, you can pick it.
You pick whatever genre you want to play, and it's on when you walk through the door. Right. Because, again, this is individualized. Each service is individualized. You come on in, you get your drink, your music is playing. I have this big old 86-inch TV in there that you get the remote for.
Yeah. How many... I'm going to mean to cut you off, but how many rooms do you have actually?
So I only use the Jade room is my pedicure room right back there. And that's the room I use to do the manicures and the pedicures. So you come in, you sit down for your service, and you get to be in here with just me for about an hour and a half, like minimum time. So it's not your regular salon where you're in and out, where it's typically about volume. Right. Mine is about quality. You get lots of one-on-one time. Right. I talk to people. I mean, I feel like a counselor.
I'm finna get to that because I was reading and you was talking about some of the, all the conversations are confidential. It's between you and the person. Now, you ain't got to tell me nothing what nobody said, but did they come in here and talk about my wife today? Oh, Lord. She's
my gosh.
I'm a damn nurse.
One gentleman, he's an older guy. He's like, I love my wife, but boy, this is why I work at nights. We've been married a long time, and so you kind of laugh at things like that.
Right.
But I've had some really good customers. Right. Great conversations, very friendly. Right. I only had one guy that didn't pay me much attention. Right. And it's because he saw the 86-inch television in there.
Yeah, the 86.
And he just stood like this.
That's all he wanted to do. Peace.
He didn't want to talk, and it's fine.
Yeah.
I ask customers, do you want to talk? If you want me to shut up, I'll shut up. Right. But if you want to talk, and most of them, they just go in. Yeah. And we have a good time.
Now, seeing that it's a lot of counseling going on with men and things of that nature, and do you get a lot of or any backlash from women for it to be just catered to men only? Do you get a backlash from that?
Backlash from women?
Yeah, like why we can't come in there?
No. Most of the women that have referred their spouses or boyfriends, they're really happy. Like it's a place where they're like, ooh, you get to go here, and I don't have to go with you. They'll come like to the door
drop them off like a kid.
And drop them off or something like that. Yes, they do. I actually invited one woman in. She was sitting in the car. Right. I said, come on in. She said, no, this is his time. And I said, I respect that. So
that's what's up. Yeah, that's what's up.
A lot of women recognize that their men do need this time. Right. This space. This is their...
I think this space, as soon as I came, I'm an energy person. So this space gives me a sense of calmness. Yep. When you come in and comfort that you'll be relaxed and get catered to the best way. That's why it's catered for men and men only. So let's get into the education, furthering your education. I saw that as well, and that's some of the services you provide online. Can you speak about that?
Sure. So you mean as far as like the nail school?
The continue your education situation.
Yeah, continue your education. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I offer continuing education.
Exactly, you do.
Yeah, that's my other business, Style Me Up Salon Suites, LLC, continuing education provider for South Carolina, cosmetologists, estheticians.
Talk about it.
And nail techs. Hook me up.
Yeah. And I think that was great. Yeah. I think that's great.
Actually, that's actually what I started out doing. Like, when I got laid off, I said, I want to open salon suites. Uh-huh. I started looking for places back in early 2019. Right. Just like going around Spartanburg looking for different buildings and stuff. And, right. I had someone that was supposed to be helping me out. We were going to do this big old media company. Mm-hmm. You know who you are. And I ain't going to call no names. That's your family for you. But just needless to say, it fell through. The plans fell through. He did not come through. And so it kind of crushed me. And Jay, my guy, he was just like, he's like, pick up. Let's
Absolutely.
figure something else out.
Absolutely.
So I said, well, I can do continuing education. And I thought about it, and I filled the paperwork out, and didn't expect anything to come of it.
Right.
And I got a letter back from the state board, and they're like, you have a meeting on this date.
Yeah.
Well, the day of the meeting happened to be my mama's funeral.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, thank you. That was last year. And so my friend had to stand in, my friend Lisa. Hey, Lisa. She stood in for me, and she did that meeting.
Right.
Actually, it was two of them. It was Lisa and Portia. Hey, Portia. She stood in too. And they approved the business to be a continuing education provider.
Right.
That was September 15th. My mom died September 8th. I want you to listen to this time log. September 8th, my mama died. September 15th, I was approved. I wrote 2 courses, 2 separate courses,
Right.
in 2 weeks.
Wow.
I stayed up for about 14 hours a day. I worked from morning until night on those courses. When I finished one, I did the other. So I have an instructor course and then a course for everybody else. And I put it online, and I have live courses that'll be starting in August. So accomplished that in 2 weeks. It was a 2-week deadline.
I give you flowers.
So if I didn't do it, I'd have to wait until this coming year.
I think that was a lot of that is tunnel vision.
And then look at that. You know, my mom had just died.
Right.
It gave that was my outlet.
Mm.
And when I was done with that, it was September 30th, and I'm like, what do I do now? Oh, I can go to nail school.
Right.
I went to nail school.
Right.
So in all of this time, I still hadn't grieved now.
Yeah.
Because, I'm in nail school. I just did it. And so I went through nail school. I went full time.
Right.
Left my kids at home in virtual school, and they took care of each other.
Right.
I have 5 children.
Oh.
2 are mine. 3 are my sisters. My sister died last year, too.
Wow.
So, there's a lot of loss in all of that.
So let me ask you a question. With the losses, and you say you still haven't grieved. Have you? Have you took time to?
I actually did grieve. I was getting to that. So
I'm sorry.
what happened? That's okay. So fast forward, October, November, December. I finished school in January.
Uh-huh.
And when I finished, I exhaled. And I cried for a few weeks. Because I realized I didn't cry, And I cried throughout, even a day, And so it's periodic.
Right.
But yeah, I'm grieving.
Right.
It wasn't bad. My mom was 73. My sister was young. I took that really hard, but my mom was 73, and
Yeah.
it
I think
it's okay.
death could be difficult.
Yeah.
And I always think back to what my mother say. She's still living, thank God. And she always says, "Oh, how you handle it
Yeah.
will determine your future."
And
how you
that's
handle
what
it.
I
'Cause
was.
You can sit in it.
Well, you got to think. I have 5 kids and no
Yes.
job.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, what do I do? Do I sit here and be depressed and end up losing the kids, losing the house, losing everything?
Nah.
Or do I pull up my pants, suck in my tears, because I can cry anytime.
Right, yeah.
But until then, let me do what I have to do.
Right.
And that's what I did. Right. I did everything I had to do, and then I cried. And when I feel like it, I still cry.
Absolutely.
I don't hold back.
There ain't no need.
But I still didn't realize what I actually accomplished. I mean, even now, you guys are talking to me, and I can hear me saying it, but it's kind of like, it's still nothing.
Yeah.
I don't, and people are like, do you not understand what you've done?
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like, no, what did I do? Because I'm a humble person. So
Right.
this,
I see exactly what you're saying. I see you accomplish a lot because it's difficult generating a business. Because that's the topic I want to talk about today. Because I know we want to touch. I definitely didn't want to skip over the great story that you had for me. And I'm sorry about your losses. We take losses, but through your journey also you took a lot of wins. And through those wins you learned a lot. And those learning tools, I wanted you to maybe talk about it to help my viewers, because somebody need to learn about small businesses, and I don't want to talk to nobody who's not actually doing it. You're
Right.
doing it.
Right.
You're in the midst.
Right.
You're doing it. So let's talk about the challenges of small businesses from a lot of standpoints. We're gonna start with one. We're gonna start with just the business side.
Okay.
You got to be business savvy when you do this. Or like me, I know what I can do and what I can't do.
Mm-hmm.
What I can't do, I try to give it to somebody else.
Exactly.
I lie the person behind the camera because I think she's much more intelligent than me.
Yeah.
I know what I'm great at. Now, as far as for you, how did you deal with the business side? Because I know I taught you briefly. You knew how to do a lot already. So how did you deal with it? Because I know it was difficult because you were talking about getting your alcohol license, things of that nature. So let's take them step by step
Okay.
there.
Step by step.
With getting the LLC and all that.
Okay. So first off, people think that you have to hire attorneys, and Google will tell you how to do everything. Salon Suites. I just went to South Carolina. What is it? It's the business filings online for South Carolina, and I filed for an LLC. It was not free. It was $150, but
roughly.
You pay an attorney, you're paying like $400 for something they're going online to do.
Absolutely.
So, easy, right? Do that. Bam, that's done. You go on to IRS.gov. You get an instant tax ID number.
Mm-hmm.
It says, apply for an EIN. Click the button, enter your information. Very simple. Right? Those are the two simplest things to do. Now, that was for Style Me Up Salon Suites. Now, going forward, I have the Man Cave. I wrote a business plan for the Man Cave. Came up with some financials. I had some savings and, some money that I was like, okay, can I do this? First thing I started to do was research the area. So when you do a business plan, you research surrounding businesses.
Because I think when you had said it's not another situation like this, like 50 miles.
Yeah. Charlotte is the nearest one.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
There's none in South Carolina.
That's what I was thinking.
And if somebody can prove me wrong, just prove me wrong.
When you said 50 miles, I'm thinking you must be 50 miles that way.
Yeah,
it ain't
there's none in South Carolina. There is no male nail salon in South Carolina. And so it's the only one.
So trust me, I already checked.
Yeah. So all I did was I did research, online research. I didn't pay anybody to do it for me.
Right.
And I started writing things down. So what do I want? Okay, so I need a space. How big the space? I don't know. Let me go around and look. I called a realtor, Mike Tan, great with Spencer Hines. Mike Tan, shout out. Yes. He helped me for the past 2 years. He's been very patient with me. Remember I said I wanted salon suites. He took me all around Spartanburg. Even when I didn't pick anything, but 2 years later, his patience with me paid off because I finally signed a lease somewhere.
Right.
So anyway, Mike Tan helped me. So I would say, number one, file your LLCs if you're going to do it as an LLC. If you're going to do it as a sole proprietor, that's even easier. Do it under your social security number. Fine. Come up with a name, right?
Right.
Write it down. Decide how you're going to file tax-wise.
Yeah.
Sole proprietorship or LLC. Then go forward. And then if you need a tax ID, get that. If not, use your social, go forward. Decide location. I decided about the location where I wanted to be at, which is on this side of town. I kind of figured out the size of the space that I wanted. This is about 1,250 square feet. It could have been smaller. I didn't even, because I just really needed a room to do pedicures and manicures.
I see what you're saying.
And then a waiting area.
Yeah.
So I didn't even need these extra rooms, but I'm going to use them.
Absolutely.
They're going to earn me money.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But anyway, so did that. Business filings. Oh my gosh. I'm in the city of Spartanburg, not like the county.
Right.
They require so much.
Yeah. Speak on that.
I had to get liability insurance. Yeah, business liability insurance. Of course, I have alcohol and I need it anyway.
You got to get that.
Definitely need that. So I have to get that. I had to get a license from the city of Spartanburg. I had to get a retail license from the state of South Carolina.
Wow.
Yeah, because they want taxes.
Gotta get that.
So
I gotta get that back in.
yeah. So you decide how you're gonna pay. I'm gonna pay quarterly.
Okay.
Yeah, quarterly taxes for the state, but for Spartanburg, the city, I pay monthly.
Wow.
You have to pay monthly hospitality taxes. What's today? Okay. So it's due by the 15th of every month. So I did that, retail license, and then state board, of course.
Right.
And as a matter of fact, I think I did state board before. I did it at the same time because both inspectors ended up coming. It kind of went together.
Right.
So state board, I applied for my license, of course, because it's a salon.
Mm-hmm.
They came out and gave me the thumbs up to open. And,
Right.
those things are easy.
Yeah.
They're not really difficult if you know how to do it. And so I don't mind. I need to probably help somebody out. Like I need to probably write the steps down and stick it on my website.
Yeah. A YouTube.
Because I don't charge for things like this.
All right.
Okay, I don't mind helping.
No.
I ain't gonna fill your paperwork out for you, but I'll definitely tell you do this, do that, and point you to the websites.
Now, a lot of people hear you, and a lot of people might write it down, but there's one thing that you got to do.
What's that?
Be persistent. You got to do it. Some
Be
people have the
persistent.
plan but don't do it.
Oh, yeah.
That's, I think, the most difficult part. You can
I
have
think a lot of people want to do things, they just don't know how to get up off the ground.
They don't have to get started.
No, they don't. They never.
A lot of people ask me. I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut you off. A lot of people say, "Man, how you get started on the podcast?" I tell them, you just hit record and talk. That's it.
Simple.
Simple.
They make it difficult.
It's simple. I was talking when nobody was listening.
Yeah.
I got a little traction now, but I was talking when nobody was listening because I knew my talking was good enough. And I think a lot of people are not sure enough about themselves, so they don't know what I say. Just talk, and everything else will work itself out. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with yourself. I think that you had a plan, you had a vision, and you just did it.
Yeah, God gave me that vision. That vision did not come from me, y'all. I cannot explain it, but it came from Him. It came from the Lord. I am a believer.
Absolutely.
I got a prayer call at 8:30.
Absolutely.
Just want y'all to know that.
We're going to get you there.
They going to be on my prayer call in just a minute.
We're going to get you there. We're going to get you there, I promise you. But I did want to talk to you about the other side as far as getting help.
Okay.
Some of the help. Like a lot of times you was talking about how.
Oh, man. I'm telling you.
You tried to get girls coming. You wanted some women, not girls, coming here and would do their service, but they was kind of give you the outrageous number from a beginner. And I just want you to talk about that because that's challenging. Because, I'm so glad I got help, and it's free
For the salon suites?
But from your standpoint, let's talk about that.
For the salon suites, I needed help. It was a young lady in Atlanta that had opened salon suites, and I kind of just sent her an email.
Yeah.
Hey, how'd you do this? Like, can you give me a few steps? And she said, sure. But she charges, and I wanted to know how much. It was like $3,000. And that was for a virtual consultation, y'all. Virtual.
$3,000.
She wasn't be here with me filling out
Just to
paperwork
talk.
and stuff. Yeah, just to give me some steps or whatever. And I would always tell Jay, I'd say, I'm just not like that. I don't understand why you would take knowledge that God gave you, first of all. See, we didn't get this now. Yeah, it's mine. No, it's not yours. It was given to you. And so how about pay it forward to help somebody else get out?
Absolutely.
And I think about stuff like that and the people that had the opportunity to help and they kind of want to charge for everything.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you, I was looking at something. Eddie Murphy was asked the question, why do you don't think other top actors or producers work with other top actors? Like they had Eddie Murphy not working with like Spike Lee and things of that nature. And Eddie said that when black people get a success, they're terrified that if they bring another man up, that they'll take that person's spot. That comes from way back. It's like a generation. Yeah, we're afraid that if I give you too much information, you would take my spot.
Oh no!
You should never.
You can't have my spot.
You or you.
God put me here, And so you can't take what he put me here.
Absolutely.
And if that means he put me here to give you a hand up, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, but it'll never knock you down because you're picking somebody up. And
I
we
wish
have to,
people
that's
would
the thing we
understand
have
that.
to break.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's talked about the crab in the bucket. It's the person that's already on top, keeping you in the bucket.
How about the people that you ask for help? So I told you I had a run-in with someone, and I'm trying to, I want to keep it as, but I'm going to tell the truth.
Now listen, this is correct, but not politically correct.
Yeah,
Be
I
yourself.
want to tell the truth. So I needed some help with something in my shop, and I reached out and I said, hey, small business. I'm opening my salon. Wondering if you could do some work. And he gave me a quote.
Yeah.
And it was ridiculous.
Right.
And I said, oh, I can't afford that.
Right.
Maybe when I stop making some money, I can.
Yeah.
And he goes, okay. Not, ma'am, what's your budget? I could do something within your budget. And see, I get it. You have a talent. Mm-hmm. I get it. I don't want anybody to work for free. I didn't say I wanted it for free.
Absolutely.
I wanted to know how much it would cost. And so if you can't do exactly what I want, what can you do?
Right.
It was the idea that I thought of you above anybody else. And people don't think about that. Like, I could have went to someone else, but I considered you because I heard about you.
Absolutely.
And so you never know who might have walked in here and asked who did that for you.
Right.
You never know who's going to walk through my door.
Right.
Could be a Panthers. They be training out here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they want to break some bread with somebody.
I had Steven Davis, my boy Steven. Shout out to my boy Steven Davis.
And so when you think about stuff like that, you never know who you're going to encounter. And so it's good to help people.
I always say you always have to treat a human like a human when you first meet them. You always have to give them utmost respect. Talk to them like you want to be talked to. And then once you dissect them, once you feel their vibe, you can then kind of pick and choose how you want to deal with them. But as soon as you meet them, you have to give them the utmost respect. You have to give them the respect that you think you deserve, because you think you deserve it.
Yep, that you would want.
When he started, at some level, he still demanded some respect.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's all I'm trying to get at. Like, I don't ever want to get too big. I tell people this in Proverbs 30. Where it says that two things I ask of you, O Lord. Don't deny me. That don't forget about me, like telling God, don't deny me. And give me only my daily bread. Because if you give me too much, I might forget about you. And if you give me too little, I might start to steal and still dishonor you. So give me just enough. I'm not trying to step on anybody here. You got to work. I'm going to support you. You support me. Let's help each other.
Right.
But don't completely dismiss me because now you're up here.
Right.
And I can't afford your services, so now you don't
want to deal.
Yeah. So
you never know where you're going to be in 5 years.
Trying to tell you. If he knew who my father was.
Shout out to your father. I don't know who he is, but how she said it, I know he's a good man.
She knows who I'm talking about.
Oh, the God. Oh, my bad. I thought somebody just asked your father. I'm like, because I'm thinking, I'm slow. But yeah, God, absolutely. Absolutely. You're absolutely right, because he is the end all, end all. And he definitely drives me to do what I do. And, for me, when it comes to, what you were saying, I just stir my gift up. And God will figure the rest out.
Yes.
I'm not really worried about negative or somebody belittling me or not treating me with respect, because I'm going to give you that. But anything outside of that, I'm going to let God deal with it.
That's right.
I can't control. I know what
that
I can
battle
control.
ain't yours.
I can control me.
Back.
The blessing, the God gave me is a choice. Just to allow me to do what I want to do. So I have to make sure I'm doing it in the confines and in the manner that he sees fit. And I think I'll be all right. I think
for his purpose and his will. So
I think it'll be all right.
God be the glory.
But listen, moving on, because I know you got to do the 8:30. You know what I mean?
I'm just getting all ready for it.
I want to. We talking church automatically, but as far as the positive side of owning your own, just give people some of the positives in owning your own. And running your own business, running your own. I know it's a task. I know it's some ups and downs, but just giving the positive
positives.
side.
There's nothing but positives. I'm serious. Even in the tiredness, like I'm tired. Even when I came in here, we were painting. Me and my kids were in here painting and cleaning and decorating. Me and Jay, he got off from work. He's a barber. He works like 14 hours. He'd come in here afterwards, and he'd be in here another 5-6 hours. The positives are, number one, I control my own schedule.
Absolutely.
I work literally.
Say it again. Say that again.
I control my own schedule. I literally work, literally, like actual working, 20 hours a week. And so I've made 20 hours, so I'm making more money than I made working 40 hours a week, you know, for somebody else. And so it's also another positive is getting to know people and knowing that the world is still full of kind people, especially men.
Absolutely.
It's good. Men, especially men. There's some really kind men. Most of them are married. Sorry, ladies. Yeah. Most of them are married. Sorry, back off. But you know, the ones that I've met, oh my gosh, I could not ask for better people. Could not. So funny. Even the young ones that come in. Yeah, they're great. Awesome young men. And I'm glad that a lot of them are black. Like my clientele is about 60% black, maybe 40% white now. And I'm proud of that. And they're younger black men that are coming in.
Right.
And so I'm like, this is for you. This isn't about cosmetics this is for hygiene and wellness, period. Come get your feet done. Let me take care of you. Let me pamper you. That's all I want to do.
Right. Now, we got to wrap it up. I know you got to get your prayer meeting on and things of that nature. And I'm so thankful that I was able to get this done with you. I'm so grateful that you was able to give me a wonderful pod. And I want to not leave you. I got a gift. I got a Good Guy shirt for you.
Hey.
I got a Good Guy shirt for you.
I'm about to put it on.
we should have brought this wonderful candles that my wife got, but we forgot because we was in a rush. We was in a rush.
And y'all left my candles, wife.
Okay. But there's any last thing you want to give my viewers, tell my audience? Matter of fact, give them your hours of business too. Please.
Okay, my hours are changing. Just joking. So 10 to 7, 10 to 6, 10 to 5, just depends on how I feel. I'm joking. No, my hours are 10 till 6 p.m. You have to book online at nailcare@thecave.as.me. And I'm open from 10 to 6 Tuesday through Friday, and then on Saturdays from 10 to 3:30 p.m.
There it is.
I will have a massage therapist starting June 14th, full body massages. So check me out, check her out, and come on through.
The Man Cave, there it is. It's your boy, Mark Goodman, a.k.a. the voice box of the block, and we out. Peace.